All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to the elect, pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. Lord willing, we be of that number. It's your brother Tabar. Coming, Tabar Yakona coming at you with a continuation of a lesson that I was doing on this element OP agenda. Agenda, Salakia, man. Yeah, Salakia, I had to get myself together a little bit. Coming into that season, that time of the year where allergies season starts changing, get a little cooler. So Salakia, if I sound a little stuffy, but like I said, I was getting into the continuation of this elemental P agenda, man. Just how confusing and monstrous it is, man, and pervasive it is. I mentioned that 700 Club doing an interview with that guy. What is his name? Ali London. Quote, reformed transformer. Spoke a little bit on how, on the word akatastasia, which is Greek for confusion. In 1 Corinthians 14 and 33, we'll go ahead and grab it. It says, for the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans, and those that come out of that seed line that are scattered throughout the whole world and the nations. Okay, the other nations. And that word akatastasia, meaning inability, a state of disorder, disturbance, confusion. That's exactly what this agenda is pushing throughout, man. This guy, I think he's a guy, I don't know. I believe he's a guy. Yeah. Got on the show 700 Club, just real brief. Got on the show 700 Club, which, they claim they're Christians, so we don't claim to be Christians, man. We know that Christianity kind of went into this in the first lesson as well, how that made a separation between the true believers and they created basically their own new system, man, their own new way of believing, which we should know that Christianity is thinly veiled, as the Apostle Ramla puts it, thinly veiled paganism. All right, they just roll over the old pagan gods, the ancient pagan gods, and then they put the stamp of Christianity on it, which leads you to believe that it's dealing with the Bible, and Christianity doesn't deal with the Bible at all. Well, it does, but it kind of it perverts the Bible. It picks little things that it wants to harp on out of the Bible, harps on it. It doesn't really give any kind of full context or understanding behind these precepts, and definitely pushes Christianity. Definitely likes to push, as this article stated, a blissful journey through membership in their community. So, like, definitely likes to push the whole prosperity doctrine. Okay, the TD Snakes, the Joel Osteens, Creflo Dollars. All right, they're all A lot of them are high level Masons, man. All right, just getting that money, 501c3 charters, bankrolling the off of the poor. Okay, and so I'm gonna go ahead and continue on in this lesson that I did on this confused, monstrous agenda. Okay. Unholy days is what we call them. It's all pagan, but they use bits and pieces of the Bible to try to justify their madness, man, their idol worship. All right. And so, I mean, it's clear in the Bible that, um, um, the elemental people are an abomination to the Lord, man. Let's grab that real quick, just to make the point. You know, it's clear. So if you're using the Bible, if you believe in what's in the Bible, hey, the Lord never changes. The scriptures say the Lord doesn't change. All right? Then you should know that Leviticus 20 and 13, if a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. All right? This is in the ancient world. This is how we dealt with such people, man. They were put to death because eventually that abomination, if left to its own device, it'll fester and it'll influence. Okay, which is what it's doing right now. This agenda is influencing the youth. The whole world. Okay. All right. And this is all by design, man, from the elite. All right, the elites of Esau Edom, man, the wicked. All right, the so-called Illuminati, right? Which they're not illuminated. They don't have the real light. That's what Illuminati means to be illuminated, to have the light, to light bearer. Okay. We are the light bearers, the prophets, man. Lord willing, we be of that number, man. Say that humbly, man. We're talking about those of great millstone, man, starting with the Apostle Tahar on down. Okay, so let's grab. Man, I'm a little. Let's grab. Let's go to Revelation 18 and 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine, and that wine is philosophies, man. One of the philosophies is that you can be whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can, if you want to lay down with a man and you're a man, you can do that. If you want to lay down with a woman, you're a woman, you can do that. If you want to identify yourself as a puppy dog, you can be a puppy dog, or a head of broccoli, you can be a head of broccoli, Utter confusion, man. Just madness. All right? It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Who is her? This is Babylon the Great, man. This is the whore that rides the beast back, man. The beast is the Roman Empire, revived Roman Empire, man. NATO and the EU. That system, the system is more or less the image. It's the image of the beast is the system. The beast, the actual beast, is NATO and the EU. Okay? And that whore that rides that beast is America, which is Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, man. That's in
This is Revelation 17:4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet. Purple and scarlet are royal colors, man. So this place it has it holds a kind of like a reputation of being, you know, royal and something that the eye beholds, you know, something that you want to be a part of. You know, this is why everybody is at the borders trying to get in. Okay, it says arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, man. Right. So, you know, this place, you know, it's decked out, man. You come here, all you do is just consume and eat and eat. It says having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. All right, so these are all the things that you have to do to receive the benefits of the world, man. You got to get down with the abominations. One of the abominations is you got to be cool with the whole elemental P agenda, man. We saw that with forgot that nation in Africa. They tried to push that thing on that nation, and they said no. And what does America do? They send their representatives over there and basically to persuade them, you know, in a nice way. And if that doesn't work, then they use other means. Okay. All right. This is verse 5, Revelation 17:5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. That's right, man. This place. It's the whore of all whores, man. You know, the whore of all whores, meaning the harlot of all harlots, man. All right? And it's no longer a mystery. We have the truth. We know who Babylon the Great is, man. It's not speaking of ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon, let's go ahead and grab this in Isaiah 13. Ancient Babylon, well, actually, let's go to Revelation 18 and verse 10. Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Yeah, so America, Babylon the Great, you know, that whore that rides the beast back is going to be destroyed with nuclear ICBM missiles. All right. Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So the ancient Babylonians were not conquered in 1 hour by the Medes. Okay? All right? This is talking about, this Babylon is talking about, is symbolic for America. Yeah, so Lord willing, I was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. You know, I had a little bit more on it, but I just, through the Spirit, I'm just going to end it here. So Lord willing, I was edifying. I'm going to give all glory, honor, and praises once again to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to apostles and elders, a great millstone. And shalom to the elect. Shalom.